Oh, there he is. What's going on, everybody? Welcome on into Unsportsmanlike Conduct, episode 69.
Oh.
I'm Steve. I got a Big Daddy Timmy, right
What's
on,
up,
on
everybody?
over there. What's up,
Very
man?
excited. Very excited. You know, my
Love
favorite
the
show of
hat.
the week. My favorite show of
Love-
the week.
That's it, baby.
I
Got a
don't watch the
lot to
rest.
talk about.
I don't even watch the rest of those shows anymore. It's all about this one. I swear.
The best show of the week.
The best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. Too bad
right.
Dave wasn't here to hear that. Big Ant, what's going on, man?
Missed you guys last week, but I'm back.
Missed you too.
Ready. I had
Absolutely.
a nice game set up, but we're not going to play today.
Yeah, because somebody's it's not a no call, no show. He's just a late call, no show.
Well, more importantly, do you have a belly full of ice cream?
I do not.
I thought it was all about the ice cream tonight.
Frosties. We went for
Frosties. Okay.
Okay. Frosties are good, but you got to get the fries to dunk in them.
Always, 100%.
All right.
Every time.
So Timmy never tries like the weird shit. We always have to say,
I'm not gonna lie.
Try this.
When I was a little kid, my friend's little sister used to do it, and I used to think it was so weird. Finally tried it one time, and I was like, "Oh my, this is it."
Listen, that's a whole other show. You can dive into my psyche of how certain things I just don't understand. I don't understand chicken and waffle anything.
Oh, so
good. No, Baskin Robbins flavor of the month is chicken and waffles. Who wants fucking chicken in their ice cream? Nobody. I don't want to taste
You've never had chicken and waffles?
No, I've had chicken and waffles, which is a fine combination, I'm saying. But chicken and waffle ice cream? I don't want chicken in my ice cream.
I would try it.
If I taste one piece of chicken in my goddamn ice cream, I'm gonna go crazy.
That's it. Chicken and waffles. That's like an all-time favorite food right there.
But I won't. I will not put syrup on my chicken. That's disgusting. So I have to carefully move everything to the left and to the right and separate it so I can just.
Oh no!
I think Ant and I are going to say the same thing.
Go ahead. You go first.
Okay, because my wife's family introduced me to honey being put on the top.
Honey works.
It is so good. I did the same thing. I was like, "You guys are crazy. What is this? What is this culture you're bringing to me?"
There are certain places that you will find that do chicken and waffles, and they do it with a hot sauce syrup infusion that you drizzle on top. And I'm telling you, it's unbelievable. Unbelievable.
It's a fantastic thing.
I don't like honey. Well, I don't like that pure, like fresh out the bee's ass honey. I can't stand that.
Oh no, that's the best honey. Squeeze the bee over your mouth.
Keep it. I'll eat honey smacks or like honeycomb,
honey
or
flavored,
something like that. But that pure honey, the only time I can do it is if you're sick and you make like a hot toddy or like something with little alcohol, little honey in it, and then I'll just down it. That's awesome. But
am I the only person who could drink hot toddies even when they're not sick?
Yeah, probably. Because of the liquor and the NyQuil as well. I put like liquor, NyQuil, honey. I just
and wants to sleep for 6 days.
I got the real Scottish recipe. That's why.
Oh man! All right. So as is pretty common during this time of the year, a little bit on the downswing total sports wise, but we do have a little bit of football to talk about. We'll get into the downright stupidity for a few minutes of the Angels and what has transpired since the trade deadline for them. We will also I found an article about NFL's preseason trades that just make too much sense, and I want to run those past you guys. And then the players just released the top 10 NFL players as far as player vote is concerned. We'll run through that really quick. And then what is becoming just world famous now, blind ranks. Last week we did tight ends. Last week, and Ant had the suggestion to do NFL offenses. So that is exactly what we're doing. We're gonna spin that wheel, baby, We're going to come up with
it.
And it's going to be, and we'll blind rank by 2023 offenses, or
yes,
we doing
100%.
Okay. Expected 100%. Offense for this upcoming season. Perfect.
Listen, I'm putting the Giants at 5, no matter what. just so I'm not the homer. Just so I'm not the homer, and I get yelled at by Dave and all that.
And
shit.
I've already got an idea for next week's one.
Nice.
But I'll save that for later.
We like it. All right. On that note, let's get this bad boy started here. Why don't we?
Hit the music.
All right. Welcome back in, everybody. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the program. Back in. Before we get into the meat and potatoes of the show, I don't want to end the show on a bad note, so let's start it on a semi-serious note. Henry Ruggs was sentenced. I'm sure you guys all remember. He murdered a woman and her pet. It was a dog too, I think.
Yes.
Driving 156 miles an hour, drunk off his ass, and he gets sentenced. Again, this woman died around the same, and the woman's around the same age as Ruggs. And the woman died, has no years left. That's it. She's expired. All said and done. This guy gets 3 to 10 years. And just we talked about it yesterday in the chat. Just a sick bastard. And anybody who has all these options available to them and then chooses the one that could potentially cause death upon somebody, just the worst type of human being. I just cannot wrap my head around the fact that there's a potential that he's out in 3 years, out and about, driving his cars, drinking his liquor, and making whatever money he can make, however he can make it. That's my little 2 cents on that. Just give you guys a chance to chime in. I know we talked about it yesterday, but Timmy, what's your thoughts on this?
Well, I won't say what I said in the chats. We all know what I'm hoping for happens to him in prison many, many times over. But I mean, I'm hoping and praying that this is the one time. Because I said, if he gets out in 3, he's going to be what, 26?
27.
27?
I think he's 24 now, yeah.
I mean, let's hope if he's out in 3 years, the league says, hey, good for you. You did your time. You're still not welcome back here. You're not going to be allowed back in after what you did. That's what I'm hoping for. Will that happen? Probably not. He'll probably end up fucking signing somewhere in a couple of years and end up making his money. I hope he doesn't. I hope he gets out. He's poor. He's got to go work at McDonald's for the rest of his life and think about the woman he killed because, that's bullshit. 3 years is not enough. 10 would have been nice. 10, I would have been happy with 10.
10 plus.
10 plus.
And 2.
Yeah. And we'll see how he
3?
behaves. We'll see how he behaves in jail. If he's going to get good behavior. He could be out in probably less than 3 now if he has good behavior and all that bullshit. Or is it definitely 3 at least?
They always say 3.
Didn't even read it.
Yeah, they say 3 to 10, but you know how that goes.
Good behavior. He goes to church, changes. All of a sudden I'm a Christian and I go to church and I do this. He might be out in 2. You never know. So whatever. If I'm the NFL, I say yeah, good for you. You did your time for the crime, but it wasn't enough, so you can't come back to our league. And I hope he gets ass raped.
Unfortunately, due to the long history that the NFL has with similar situations, albeit some are even exactly the same. I believe was it Leonard Little? Or Leonard Little was domestic abuse. Dante Stallworth, wasn't he drunk driving, killed a guy? I don't even think he got suspended. I don't think he did. I mean, honestly, thinking back on it, I could be wrong. Unfortunately, though, we know the NFL is going to welcome him back with open arms and act like nothing ever happened. I told you guys in the chat yesterday, I fully expect him to be back in the league. If he's out in 3, he's back in the league within 3.5. I'd almost bet money on it. It's disgusting to me that something like this is not viewed in the same way as actual like a murder because it's so preventable. It's pure negligence. The NFL and the NFLPA have options for these guys to hire to get in touch with them. They have a program that they use, and these guys can make a phone call anytime, day or night, and have a car sent to pick them up and take them wherever they need to go. This is not new. This has been around for years. I want to say well over a decade, and we still see stuff like this happen. It's negligent. It's ignorant, and it's a shame that it cost somebody their life. And I couldn't agree with what both of you guys said. I hope he doesn't get to play anymore because that person is gone. You know, like Steve said, that her time is over. She has nothing left. Yeah. So.
Okay, so just wanted to get that out of the way, and we'll move on here. But let's talk a little bit about baseball here, and talk about the Angels and what they decided not to do, which decided not to trade Ohtani. And you know, a lot of stories coming out now that's saying that they would have been even smarter to have traded him last year. You know, to get a Soto type return. So I don't know if they, you know, actually seriously listen to any of the offers or whatnot, but they decided to add on instead of trade Ohtani, and they now sit 6.5 games out of the third wild card spot.
Third wild card spot.
The third wild card spot. Seattle, who sold off a couple of pieces, they didn't add on, but they've won 7 straight. They're now a game and a half behind Toronto. So look at these two different these franchises, and let me even bring my Mets into it. I have to. They sold off all these guys, and the Mets are half game further out of playoff contention than the Angels are at this point. So, you know, we all thought that they were pretty dumb, and now just a week and a half or so outside of the trade deadline, it's kind of showing that they've lost 7 of the last 10. The best thing is that the Mets lost 6 straight games after, or 1-6 after the deadline. The Angels went the same 1-6. So, Ant, what's your, now that we have a little bit of you know, insight to how this team might play? By the way, you also left your damn closer in the other night to give up 5 runs in a third of an inning and give my closer negative 19 points. Thank you for that. I woke up the next morning like, where did the points go? All right, sorry.
Yeah.
That's that.
You're good.
Go ahead.
We talked about it when the announcement came out that they were going to keep him, that this could be the most egregious misuse of an asset that a team has in the history of baseball. Could they have gotten a Juan Soto package? I personally think even without him having term on his contract, they could have gotten a Juan Soto package just because of how good he is.
Can we just marvel? Wait, just a quick timeout. Can we just marvel how much Timmy is loving this? Look, he's got. He's happy about this.
I am.
Too. Dummies. All right,
it was terrible that they didn't do it. I mean, I understand trying to make a push, but if you don't have reassurances from him, and by reassurances, I don't even just mean his agent saying he might want to stay. I mean like ink on paper that he is staying. You can't do this. You can't. This is why you can't do it. This guy is going to walk away in free agency now, and they're going to get like the 38th pick in the 2024 amateur draft. It's a kid we'll never hear about ever again.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, those there's like 30 rounds, and that's because like 3% of them actually pan out. It's horrible. They could have gotten guys that were either prospects that have already made their debuts and have shown something, or guys that are right on the cusp about to make debuts that have shown something. It could have gotten 2 or 3 players like that, in my opinion. And instead, they did none of that. They traded away prospects that they were going to need to rebuild. And now I think the question has to be asked, if the offseason rolls around and he does leave, as we all expect him to do, I think we all narrowed it down to San Francisco, Seattle, and LA, and we've only kept the Dodgers on there because of how much money they may offer. But if he does leave, at what point do you have to start to consider maybe we should trade Mike Trout?
Oh yeah,
to the Yankees.
but
to anywhere, because I'm so tired of seeing him wasted on this horrible team.
But let me ask you, and we can start with Timmy on this one. Knowing how dumb this, I could say, front office is based on this decision, do you think that they would actually trade Trout, or would they go and try and sign Soto to a crazy contract to then waste Soto and Trout for the next 5 years?
Wait, I have something for the Angels. Wait, hang on.
All there, black and white, clear as crystal. You get nothing. You lose.
That's all I wanted to say. That's all I wanted to say. That's my message to the goddamn Angels. I've been waiting to play that all day, by the way. First of all, you said about last year, trading him last year. I mean, I'm probably in the minority. I didn't buy into him last year, Ohtani. I was like, well, maybe not. So I don't think they should have traded him last year. But you have to buy into him this year now, because I said it's ridiculous. And you weren't here last week. I was telling you, I don't know if you saw that part of the show. On the show, the game, I fixed the season, or I put all the guys. I put him. There was a crazy Met deal that was supposed to go down. Renfroe, Ohtani, and Rendon all to the Mets. I said, let me put that, see what happens. I put that. The Mets unfortunately didn't win. They actually faded in September, and it was like the show was really accurate.
And then tell them what happened.
Then Ohtani, I said, let me see who signs where. So I zipped through the whatever off season. I go through the Yankees. Gave Ohtani an 11-year deal for $389 million, and I'm like, that sounds about right. Like, that sounds about right to me. Like, this, my show might predict the future. It's a very good chance I have the one that predicts the future.
Look, even his copy of MLB The Show hates the Mets. The Mets made a trade to Ohtani and these guys, and then he goes right to the Yankees.
Well, the best part is you didn't lose too many prospects. I didn't want to make it that unfair. I just kind of made like an evil thing. Anyway, yeah, we said it. How stupid are you now? How dumb do you have to look right now? You're not. We all said it. You're not going anywhere. You're not doing anything. You have the two best players in baseball and a bunch of nobodies. I mean, I'm sorry, it's not going to work out. It's not going to happen. And now with the question with Trout, I absolutely would trade him. Absolutely. Now you got to really start over again. You traded prospects to get guys back to not make the playoffs. You're dumb. You're done. You're stupid. You're going to watch Ohtani walk away, and you're going to say, wow, I could have had this, and this. And now we get nothing. Just like Willy Wonka just told Uncle Joe and Charlie.
You get nothing.
Nothing. And yeah, the first thing I would do when he signs another team, I would say, Mike Trout, where do you want to go? Thank you for your service.
We'll do our best.
We'll do our best to send you anywhere you want to go. We're going to get back. Mike Trout's a little old. He's older, injury prone now, but he's still, when he's on the field, he's still fucking top 5 players in the league. I don't care what anybody says. So, yeah, it's time. It's time. Time for him to go to the Yankees and play left field.
And then the Angels, they if that does happen, they instantly become the Indians from Major League.
Yeah,
the stadium, like that is like you must, if you're the owner, if you're ownership GM, you must trade Mike Trout, because if you don't, what do those fans have to look forward to?
And you think about this now too. They're still supposed to be selling. You just screwed your future money.
Yeah.
You just screwed. You know how much money you're going to lose now because you didn't get the prospects back? You're not going to re-sign Ohtani. I said Trout's not going to want to be there. Why would you want to be there if you're Mike Trout? You just screwed the next owner, and you screwed yourself. The next owner is going to be like, dude, this ain't team ain't worth the $1 billion you're going to ask for, because what you just did. All these guys. Well, you know what I mean. I just wanted to throw a round number out there.
Yeah.
You're not worth this amount of money anymore because the shit you just pulled in the offseason. So we're going to lowball you a little bit now. They screwed themselves. You know what? Good riddance. You get nothing.
And the funnier part is that a team like the Mariners just They got rid of a piece or two, I think. They didn't bring anybody in for that, and they won 9 out of 10, 7 in a row, and they're just a game and a half out of the wild card spot. So, just to look at what Oakland is doing and potentially maybe how bad they're gonna finish, 33 and 82, guys. They're 33 and 82, a minus 276 run differential. Minus 276.
It's time
hold on.
It's time I take Oakland to the World Series. It's time I take Oakland to the World Series on the show. I will do
it. Colorado's the worst in the American National League.
They are not catching the record. Oh my God.
What was
the record is held by the 1899 Cleveland Spiders of the National League.
Spiders.
They were minus 723.
Jesus
they gave
Christ.
up 1,200. They gave up 1,252 runs, which, depending on how many
in
games played back then,
1899, like
that's like an average of like 10 or 11.
Right.
No,
wait.
That's when they used to have 4 and 7 home runs a year.
Wait. Fast forward to this century at least. 1899. The Civil War just ended. Go fast forward a little bit more. I want to hear like a real.
Yeah,
team.
But I'm kind of like
Spiders.
impressed.
I'm
impressed that they scored. I'm impressed that they gave up so many runs.
Oh, it's not that it's not impressive. I just
in an era that
who's the modern last century, not the pre.
I'm trying. Ago. Hold on.
You're making Ant do some real work now. Some investigative reporting here. He's a broadcast journalist.
The Spiders in 1899. Come on.
Yeah, this is going to be harder than I thought. Hold on.
Do you realize like a guy who played on that team could have fought in the Civil War? How crazy is that?
This century, you're not going to like the answer.
I love the answer. I don't mind.
Wait, whoa. This can't be right. This can't be right.
Are you looking at the modern era one?
Well, the 20th century. Yeah, 1900s.
So, well, it says 1939 Yankees were minus 411.
Plus.
If I'm not mistaken. Plus. Yeah.
Plus 411.
I think I'm looking at that wrong. Hold on.
So that's the best run differential ever. Plus 411. Since 1900. Yeah. Since 1900. And the worst you'll like the 1932 Boston Red Sox. That's post getting rid of Babe Ruth.
I was just getting there.
Minus 349. So maybe the modern era. What are they at? Minus what?
That's here it is. Modern era. Oh God, thank goodness. No, it's
49.
Oh, those are year stretches. Hang on. God, this is insane. Yeah, all right.
So if it is the 349, 49 and was this 30?
They're 73 runs shy.
7. That could happen easily.
That's gonna happen.
Like,
who are we kidding?
What do you mean? They still have like 45, 50 games left?
Yeah, no, it's definitely
September left. It's gonna happen middle of September.
Definitely within striking distance.
They if they won, let me put it to you this way: if they won the rest of their games, they'd be 500 at home and on the road. They have 41 losses at home and 41 losses on the road.
That's horrible.
Wild. On the flip side, in the National League, I don't know if you saw today what was going on with Soto. Soto came out and said the Padres are basically quitting. They've lost 4 straight, 6 out of 10, and he came out and said, the performance is awful and we're quitting. Basically, that's what they're doing. The other teams in the National League wild card, which leads to these stupid Met fans that say, "Oh, we should have kept the team together." The Reds have lost 8 out of 10 ahead of them. The Diamondbacks have lost 9 out of 10, 8 in a row. And the Padres have lost 4 straight. So the stupid Met fans out there are saying if the Mets had gone 5-2 after the trade deadline, that they could be 3 games out. Which, yeah, but do you still want to go the rest of this way with Verlander? Was great for a long stretch, but with Scherzer and all these ancillary pieces that you were not bringing back anyway next year. So guys, just chill out. We got a shit ton of prospects back. We're in a good position there. Current playoff spots: Baltimore, Texas, Minnesota for for the division leaders in the American League. Tampa, Houston, Toronto for your wild cards, and then in the National League, it's the Braves, Dodgers, Milwaukee, and then Philadelphia. Screw them and their stupid pitcher, who I actually used to like because he's a good guy. It seems that threw the no-hitter yesterday that they just got.
Michael Lorenzen.
Yes, thank you. Also, a tremendous hitter that we'll never see again.
Never.
Now, the Giants and the Marlins are still in that third. I cannot believe I just said that.
Hanging on by a thread.
With a minus 38 run differential. They are in the playoff positioning right now. They lost 7 out of 10. They won a couple in a row though. But they have scored 470 runs. The Cubs, who are on the outside looking in, 582. Reds 564. All right, weird, wild stuff in the National League. If Dave's prediction of the Marlins going to the playoffs comes true.
The fact that they're the 5th lowest scoring team in baseball and have this record is pretty wild.
Yep. And with Sandy Alcantara being shitty most of the year.
Yeah. Kind of weird.
It's a weird season for them. It's a weird season anyway. Weird season period. All right, let's get back to the NFL here, fellas. I read an article. I wanted to run a few of these trade proposals by you for various teams around the league. They say these are the trades that make too much sense to happen, and I really wish that Dave was here for the first one because they have nothing at quarterback. The Tampa Bay Bucks trade for Trey Lance. I'm not going to go into what they would receive on the other end because we don't have to. I'm just worried about the main player. But what do you think about that prospect? It's got to be better than Baker Mayfield, right?
Yeah, it's the 49ers. You go first.
Yeah.
Well, there's been reports out of Niners camp that he's running as the 3rd and 4th quarterback for them. There was a couple of their beat writers that speculated he wasn't going to make the roster, which is insane to me when you think about the fact that this team traded 3 first-round picks to get him.
Yep.
And 2 years later, right? He's only been in the NFL 2 years. This would be his 3rd NFL season that they're going to give him up for nothing. I think they should trade him, and I think they should trade him so that when Brock Purdy's arm falls off and Sam Darnold turns into a pumpkin, they can't start Trey Lance. Because I honest to God, it would break my heart if this poor man who's been so mistreated by them could be the one that comes in and saves their season when the other two fall flat on their face. So I hope they do trade him. I really do. I still think he's very talented. I don't know if anyone watched the one game that he's actually started and finished in his life. Or maybe it was 2 games. I think they're both against Seattle, funny enough. He was moving the offense like really well in both of those games, and they were scoring points. And they're just like, yeah, we don't want nothing to do with him anymore. It blows my mind. I don't understand it. I wish they would trade him. I don't even care who to. They can trade him anywhere. The Bucks, sure, sounds great. Trade him to the Bucks. I don't care. Just trade him.
Okay, so it says when one of the last line here says if there's a 10% chance that Lance becomes a long-term solution for the Bucks, that's still a hell of a lot higher than Baker Mayfield's chances. Jesus. And he's only 23 years old. I mean, to give up on that after what you gave up. We obviously we were live here doing an NFL draft party when they made that trade. I don't remember what our reactions were, but it was a lot.
It was a lot, and I don't understand I don't get it either. Why? Because he got injured. You giving up on him already? Unless they know something that we don't know, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense at all. Like, based on all the Sam Darnold are our guys. Really? Whoever wins that battle, you still fucking lose.
You lose.
You lose. You get nothing.
Nothing.
I want that sound on here for me now.
We got to put it. Hey, McCaffrey. McCaffrey could be the quarterback in your scenario, Ant. Where he doesn't throw the ball.
Fine with me. Fine with me. Fine with me.
Wildcat.
I would love nothing more than them to fall flat on their face because they are putting all this stock in Darnold and Purdy. Like, you have no idea how joyous that would make me. I would be the happiest person.
And we all agreed they are literally a quarterback away from probably winning a Super Bowl, and they're just like, we don't need that position. What do you mean?
Purdy.
You are fucking one quarterback away. Unbelievable.
All right. The next one is the Ravens trading for Chase Young.
Chase Young.
Oh,
why is Chase Young up for grabs?
Because they didn't pick up his fifth-year option, so he's a free agent at the end of the season now.
And they paid everybody else on the line. Wow,
that's scary. Yep. That'd be scary if Baltimore did that.
Oh my gosh, and that's a player that would, in my opinion, come all the way out of the shell in a real defense like that.
And as being in the same division as him, do it. Get him out. Get him out.
We
wanted you bad when the draft came around, but now get him the hell out of the division.
Get him the hell out of there.
How funny would that be if he hits free agency and he signed with the Giants? That would be hilarious.
Trade Michael Parsons too. Hilarious. Get him out. Let's trade Michael Parsons. Let's trade a bunch of guys I can name off the top of my head. Like
how come it doesn't get talked about enough that Michael Parsons grew up an Eagles fan and now plays for the Cowboys?
And wanted the Cowboys really bad.
We'll see. I don't know if I buy that part of it.
Supposedly,
every player says that after they get drafted by a certain team.
It's true.
I always wanted to play for the Cleveland Browns, even though I'm from Southern California.
The performance plus this says all the writings on the wall for him to be gone. That other New York team, the Jets, trade for Mike Evans.
Why? They wasted so many resources on receivers this offseason, and they didn't need to. It makes no sense.
Well, here the reason that these guys give here is that Alan Lazard or Corey Davis is neither of them are suitable to be a number 2 option.
Then why did they pay Alan Lazard all that money?
I don't know.
Because their quarterback demanded it.
He's projected obviously this is way too early, but he's projected like 6 points week 1 in fantasy.
Alan Lazard?
Yeah,
I don't know. I've done probably 60 best ball drafts.
$1.5 million.
I've done a lot. I have 5 I'm on the clock on right now, but I have AR.
Drafting while doing a show.
No, I wait till the show's over and then I go through and make my picks. I don't understand that one. I mean, it would be on brand for the Jets to spend resources on something they don't actually need. I don't know. Has anyone looked at who their starting offensive line is? Because there's some big question marks there, and they play in a division that now has Vic Fangio running the Dolphins and a Bills pass rush that looked like the scariest thing we've ever seen until Von Miller got hurt last year. So it seems like it could be a problem. Oh, by the way, the Patriots defense, even though I don't like them, the Patriots defense actually looks pretty damn good. So good luck. Hopefully Aaron Rodgers at 40 can stay healthy.
Don't let him get hit. Don't let him get hit.
Jeez Louise.
Make one of those funny faces. All right, and then the last one that they have here is the Titans trying to get you some weapons here.
Here we go, baby.
Get you some weapons. They bring in Hunter Renfrow.
Hunter Renfrow, the baseball player?
He's still with the Mets, right? Ohtani went to the Yankees. He's still playing for the Mets.
I like that one actually.
I mean, it can't hurt either way. It's not going to really. I don't know. It's not going to set you up as a super contender, but I mean, I guess that's an all right trade. I'm still baffled by the Chase Young thing. They're actually going to let him walk.
Assholes. If he has a mediocre season, they'll franchise tag him. Although they are the Washington football team, they are known to be. I mean, they got rid of the owner, but let's see if the decision making changes, because it would be the most Washington thing ever for him to have like a 10-sack season and then for them to let him walk. Just be like, we don't need him. Like, second overall pick, free agent, 5 years later, amazing.
He's gone. Lance is gone after giving up the world for him. Hypothetically, of course. I think that's a like you guys said, it can't hurt. They have Hopkins and Burks, and Renfro's a sure-handed receiver. He's doesn't drop many passes.
It would balance out their offense a lot, especially they still have Derrick Henry and on a serious note, Ryan Tannehill should have a lot of opportunities to move the ball down the field this year with all the attention that Derrick Henry commands. I mean, DeAndre Hopkins is the best receiver that he had A.J. Brown there for a couple of years, so I guess A.J. Brown probably is on that list. But I mean, I don't know.
But A.J. Brown also had the worst year of his career with
Ryan Tannehill at quarterback.
Tannehill. Yes.
Tannehill does not like to throw the ball deep. That's not his thing.
At all.
Like
is that
10 to 15 yards? Money. Over 15 yards? I don't know then.
Well, how does it sound? Levis drops back, hits Renfro in the end zone. Touch. I like the way it sounds. It's a good deal.
Sound good.
It's a good deal.
I think it sounds good though because you said Levis drops back. Though.
That's right.
I think that's the real reason.
That's what it had to be. That's how it
makes three guys miss, underhands it, touchdown. There you go.
This ballerina twirl.
When he comes out in 3 years and is like, my name's actually pronounced Levi's.
Yeah, right. Like the gene.
Like the gene.
Or even better, Levis drops back, throws it up. Who catches it? Levis in the end zone catches it.
Levis to Levis.
Pulls a Marcus Mariota, catches his own touchdown.
Mr. Perfect.
Mr. Perfect.
All right. Moving right along here. The players voted on the top 100 players of this year. We'll go through the top 15. The top 16 because he's a Buffalo Bill. Number 16, they have Stephon Diggs. Now, this is, again, voted on by the players. Stephon Diggs is at number 16.
Can you just confirm? Is this? I want to make sure I'm thinking of the right list because I did look at this. Is number 39 Jamar Chase?
Hold on. Yes.
Yeah, this list is fucking terrible.
Yeah, it is. It is bad. That's why I wanted to bring it
39 Jamar Chase. As soon as I saw that, I was like, I have no interest in looking at the rest of this list. That is stupid.
So the top 10 was just released a couple days ago. But they've been going, it's the slow release of every 10. So 91 through 100 and so on. Stephon Diggs he's number 16, up 10 spots from last year.
Better than Jamar Chase. No.
Jamar Chase is 39.
23.
Sorry.
Not only is he 39, I think he was like the 7th receiver on the list. 7 receivers. There's 6 receivers better than Jamar Chase. Okay.
Wow.
You say so.
Ant's gonna like the next two. Play for his favorite team. Fred Warner at 15. Trent Williams at number 14.
I will say this,
but I know you respect those guys, maybe, but not.
I think Fred Warner. Fred, put it this way: in my lifetime, Fred Warner and Bobby Wagner are the 2 best inside linebackers I've ever seen play football. They are the only inside linebackers I believe deserve to be paid obscene amounts of money because they completely change a defense. And Fred Warner, especially, he's unbelievable. That dude is
ridiculous,
fucking everywhere on the football field.
Like a major reason why they can still be a good team with no quarterback.
A major. I mean, aside from their defense is amazing. Like I talk shit about Kyle Shanahan because I think he's incredibly smart. But for as smart as he is, he does some of the stupidest shit I've ever seen. Like start Brock Purdy. But But no, like Fred Warner, what he does for that defense. I mean, if you watch the Dolphins game last year, I think it was the first play of the game. Dolphins hit a seam route down the middle of the field, like a 70-yard touchdown. The Dolphins, I don't think, completed a pass across the middle of the field for more than like 6 yards the rest of the game. Fred Warner just was like, "That's not happening anymore."
That's it. It's done.
He's amazing. He's unbelievable.
On my watch. Timmy, the next two so we got back-to-back 49ers, and now we get back-to-back Raiders. Number 13, Devontae Adams. Number 12, Josh Jacobs.
Okay. You said Raiders.
Like, whoa. Raiders? We're like, whoa.
But then you said the names. I was like, okay, that makes sense.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Those are okay.
Number 11, Aaron Donald. That's kind of low for me, in my opinion.
Yeah.
All right, now the top 10. Now we can safely say some of these things are going to go a little crooked here. At number 10, up 29 spots from last year, is Chris Jones.
I would still rather have Aaron Donald.
Tough to argue, though. I mean, the argument could be made.
I think,
but
I like Chris Jones a lot, but I think he's more of like, I don't think you see him like he has good numbers in the regular season, but like it's the playoffs, it's the games that are like big games where Chris Jones, in my opinion, like really decides to like, hey, I'm going to show up today. And I think there's some games during the season, if you watch, where he's just like out there, not really doing. Yeah. And that's not a shot at him. I think being a defensive lineman might be the toughest position on the field physically for what they have to do.
And he led the league at that position in sacks with 15.5 last year. And also ranked as the best interior defender in the league last year.
By PFF? Was that PFF grade?
PFF. Yep. Number 9, Micah Parsons of the Cowgirls of Dallas.
I'd put him at 11.
Yes, just so he's not in the top 10.
So he's not in the top 10, but he's good enough to be 11.
Have you seen what he's been doing to them in training camp?
Yeah, he's been fucking abusing everybody. Abusing it. Did you see stupid Colin Cowherd react?
No, I didn't see.
Because Michael called Prescott, told him to shut the fuck up. And Colin Cowherd, if any other guy told their quarterback to shut the fuck up, there'd be problems. But Dak Prescott's like, shut up, you stupid asshole. It's all their old teammates. They're all hyping up. They're all, you don't think Micah Parsons wants to win? And his asshole quarterback is throwing 3 interceptions at practice? Of course he's going to get mad. He's going to get mad.
They were having to take him off the field during unit drills because he was blowing up every offensive lineman he went against. I mean, just blowing them up on every play.
Good. Hurt them all. Hurt every one of them.
He is literally that guy. It's like if he's on the left, you got to run to the right. If he's on the right, you got to run to the left. And pray to God he doesn't catch up with you because he's that quick. He'll
get right over.
He's right there every play. He's there.
Can we talk about the fact that Penn State was playing him at inside linebacker? Just like,
I remember when they were going to draft you, like, well, he can play linebacker, safety, and this. He can play corner. He can really.
He was playing inside linebacker at Penn State and was still a consensus like top 5 player in the draft.
Yeah,
he was basically playing out of position.
Yeah,
insane. He's insane.
He's really good. He's really good.
But
no, he's definitely top 10. Just to be a dick, I'd put him at 11.
Number 8, a quarterback. His name is Joshua Allen.
Down to 8, huh?
That's actually up 5 spots in the player vote. Spots? Remember, this is player vote. Yes.
Is there only 2 quarterbacks ahead of him?
No.
It's 3 quarterbacks ahead of him?
Si, senor.
We'll continue the list then, because I'm very interested in the third one.
Well, we know 2 of them have to be. Mahomes.
I know who 2 of them are. I don't even have to think about it. The third one, I'm kind of want to know.
If it's Dak Prescott, I'm throwing my laptop right through this wall here. Just so you know, I'm throwing it right through this wall here. I'm done.
Timmy's gonna lose his shit.
I quit. I quit every sports show ever from now. I'm out. I'm done.
Never watching football again.
Nope.
At number 7, a wide receiver down here in South Florida, one Tyreek Hill, the cheetah. Number 6, quarterback, Joseph Burrow. Okay. So he was one of the two quarterbacks.
He's one of the two. He's one of the two, yeah.
Wait a minute.
Who's the third one?
There's someone between him and Mahomes?
Oh, wait. Time out. Yeah, I just thought about that. That means there's another quarterback ahead of Burrow and Allen?
Mm-hmm. Look at this. I love this right here.
Lamar Jackson. Voted on by the players, Lamar Jackson.
All right, so you got your vote, and who do you think is going to be?
I have a feeling since it was voted on the players, it's going to be Jalen Hurts. I don't agree. I like Jalen Hurts a lot, but I don't agree with it.
I'm going to go with Lamar Jackson.
All right, two good options there. Coming in at number 5, tight end, Travis Kelce.
Travis Kelce. No qualms there.
Kittle, I think, was like 17, 18. Number 4, another San Francisco 49er.
Christian
Nick
McCaffrey.
Bosa.
Oh, wrong Niner.
Wrong Niner, yes.
Also good at football.
Yeah, quite good.
Also very good at football.
He was the league leader in sacks with 18.5 and quarterback hits, 48.
Yeah, he's a monster.
And second in tackles for a loss.
He's a monster.
And this is only his 5th season. At number 3, quarterback. This is it, guys. This is the guy in between, and it is Jalen Hurts.
Okay.
I figured. I think the players are all smoking crack.
Yeah, I know you guys are Giants fans, so you don't like him as much. I think I like him a lot. There's no way I'd put him that high. I'd put him in like the top 25, but he'd be a little further down.
All right, number 2, got a wide receiver here.
Justin Jefferson.
Yes, sir.
Has to be.
You like that? That's who throws to him. And number 1 is Patrick Mahomes.
Will Levis.
Jalen. Wow, Jalen Hurts ahead of Joe Burrow. That's
wait. Who was number 1 last year?
It wasn't Mahomes.
No.
Oh, voted on by the players was Tom Brady. Guaranteed.
Oh, I forgot about that. Loser was still in
guaranteed.
The league,
it was Tom Brady.
Oh yeah. I don't even look at it because I don't want to know that. So all right, so that's it. That's your top 10, top 16. Sorry, random.
Take that information with a grain of salt because, as we pointed out before we started the list, Jamar Chase was number 39. 39.
You have the list. Real quick, real fast. Browse the wide receivers that are better than Jamar Chase.
Yes.
Name them, Steve. Please, yes.
Hold on.
Start at the top and work your way down.
Start at 17, right? Because we know everybody before him. Well, so Stephon Diggs, not better than Jamar Chase. So you can start at 17. We'll count how many are not better than Jamar Chase.
How many were there? Was it just Diggs, Cheetah, and Jefferson? Was it just those 3?
Yeah.
In the top 16 on?
Top 16.
Okay, so we have 3 already, and one I think we're all in agreement is not better than Jamar Chase. And I love Stephon Diggs too, but no, Jamar Chase.
All right. So I'm going to start with where'd we go here? All right, there we go. All right, let's see. All right, so Jamar Chase, obviously 39. Let's look at McCaffrey's 35. CD Lamb is number 34.
That's
also not better than Jamar Chase.
Barkley's 31. I know that's not a wide receiver, but it's a big name out there. Big, huge. All right, let's look for more wide receivers. Dexter Lawrence as a homer is number 28.
It's really good.
Derrick Henry's 25. AJ Brown is 22.
I think I'd rather have Jamar Chase.
Eckler's 21. Again, I know he's not a wide receiver, but. And then let me see if anybody in the top. No, that's it.
So it's Brown, Diggs, Lamb,
CeeDee Lamb,
Jefferson, and Cheetah. So Chase was actually the 6th receiver.
6th. No, Devontae Adams also. Devontae Adams, we forgot about him.
Devontae Adams.
So he's 7.
He's really good too.
Yeah. I still got Jamar Chase ahead of him. A lot of them.
I would take definitely over Diggs. over Brown, over Lamb. I think those three are obvious.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think after that is where the water gets a little muddy.
Well, if you put, yeah, I know this is just skills based, but if you then start putting in quarterback play, Chase jumps, skyrockets over Devontae Adams. Who else was in the top 10?
Man, Devontae Adams has been really good for a while, though.
I know, good. but if you're thinking just on quarterback play and you got Jimmy G versus Burrow, I'm pushing the limits here. I'm just trying to figure Tyreek Hill, and Justin Jefferson.
Where's Cooper?
That rounds it up.
Time out. Where's Cooper Kupp?
That's a good question. Let me see.
I just thought about that. I was like, wait a second. Time out.
Well, coming off last year, I wonder. Cooper Kupp is number 47.
Cooper Kupp was on pace to catch 156 balls for over 1,700 yards and 12 touchdowns last year.
Yeah, pace. I'm talking about the injury. He is down 43 spot. He was number 4 last year.
Wow.
That's a big fall. And then you got Jalen. While I'm in the 40s here, because they haven't linked out like that, Jalen Waddle's number 44.
So that feels about right, though.
Yeah. All right, fellas, listen. It's time. It's time to get to our blind ranks. Spin the wheel. And this time, what was our remind me again of everybody's number 1 for the songs, the football themes.
ESPN. You guys have Fox.
ESPN. Fox. Okay. So we're going to, as with some background music this week, and we're going to listen. Nice. We're going to have.
Nice.
Over here. Got a sweet background here. And with that, let's do it, guys. Let's do it. All right. So we'll explain here just really quickly.
It's affecting your microphone though right now.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I lowered a little bit more now.
You're going in and out now.
I'll make it really low. Beep, 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 beep.
You're still going like up and down, like it's weird all of a sudden.
All right, so then we can't do that. There goes that. All right.
It's all right. We'll all imagine it. It's okay.
We'll get the wheel. Let's do the wheel.
Get that goddamn wheel.
Boom.
Oh, baby.
Bring in the wheel.
Down here. There we go. All right. So for those of you who have not seen this before, we spin this wheel. We then blind rank 1 through 5 based on the next team that comes, or the next anything that comes up. Really, we could do. But this time around, this week, we are going to be blind ranking NFL offenses for the 2023 season. So we spin the wheel. Whatever the first team comes up, we rank 1 through 5, and then we embarrass ourselves from there. That's how we go. Ant, you tracking?
I got it.
I love it. All right, let's do it. First bad boy up. We're ready. Let's do it. The anxiety has begun.
God damn it.
I don't want to rank.
Wait.
I'm going to go 3.
I'm going to go 3
I'm
also.
Going 3.
I'm throwing them right in the middle. 3.
We're on the same page. You know, they talk about when you hang out enough, you become each other's personality.
Well, we're the only ones. We're the only ones. The 4th member of the show thinks the Cowboys are worse off without Fat Ewok. I think they're way better without that Fat Ewok. So I think they're going to be a better. They're going to be a better offense with Pollard.
And he remains unsigned.
He ain't going nowhere. Everybody knows now. They all see right through it.
Next.
Ooh.
Ooh. Ooh.
That is quite interesting.
Ooh.
2 for me. I'm holding out. I'm holding out for that Bengal, Bill, or Chiefs for the top spot. So put me at 2.
I'm really tempted to put them at 1. Like really tempted to put them at 1. Oh man.
I'm going 2.
I'm trying to think of how many offenses I would actually put above them.
Gosh, I just named the 3 that I would, so I'm hoping for one of those 3 now.
I'm gonna brave it. I'm putting them at 1. I'm putting the Ravens
bold.
at 1.
Yes. All right.
It's bold.
Let's see who gets driven down the right path here.
And the Chiefs.
5.
Either one.
Wait.
Either one.
Yeah.
5.
All right, I'm gonna start removing them because I forgot to do the first few. All right.
I think we're all putting them at 5, right?
Yes, no, for sure. Facts. All right, so I have 1 and 4 open.
So do I.
You and Tim have the same list, and then I have 2 and 4.
Okay.
Spin that fucking wheel, Pat.
Spin that mofo.
Here come the Bills. Oh! All right, I'm gambling. 4.
Here we go.
I'm going 4.
Timmy,
also.
what the hell are we gonna have at number 1?
Number 1. Come on, baby. I'll take 3 teams right now. 3 teams I'll take.
Here we go. Ready? Boom.
Fuck you, Commanders.
Come on.
Here comes the Eagles.
Don't do that though. You're jinxing it. Oh,
God damn it. Got the Bucs at number 1. Baker Mayfield kissed my ass.
Oh my God. That could not have been worse.
I have a great 2 through 5.
Yes. Yeah, me and Timmy have great 2 through 5. What was your final, Ant?
I have the Ravens 1, the Bucs 2, Cowboys 3, Broncos 4, Texans. Literally, the only difference with all of our lists is 1 and 2.
Yes.
We all have the same 3, 4, 5.
Bucs screwed us.
The Bucs fucked us all. One more.
We'll do one more. We'll do another one here.
Without those teams, right? We're taking those teams out.
Right. Yeah, I think the Texans and the Ravens and the Bucs. No, not the Bucs. There's another team I forgot to remove, but if they land it, then we'll get it out. Here we go. Blind ranking, numero 2. I think we're now on this stuff.
I'm gonna go 3.
I'm gonna go 4.
I'm gonna go 3.
All right.
There they are. There they are. I'm gonna go 3 because, like I said, they're 1 quarterback away. I'm gonna go 3.
I'm gonna go 2.
I'm taking a risk, baby. Let's go. Ant wants to put him at 5 so bad.
Ant puts him at 7.
Put him at the 5.
I hate this game. Golly, I love everything about their offense except for their quarterback.
Exactly.
And the guy who's calling plays, I think he's a pansy. Fuck. Put him at 2. Oh, it hurts.
Look how the Ant is physically in pain right now.
Oh.
All right, next.
I'm so disgusted with myself right now.
Wait, me and Ant have the same, right?
We do.
Oh,
fly, die, Eagles die.
I gotta put
1.
What do I have? What do I have left?
1, 2, and 5.
2. 2 for me.
All right.
I would absolutely do the same thing if I had 2 available. It's like that a top 10 thing.
Well, I hate fucking having my 1 at the end. Stop picking my 1 at the end. It always screws me. Give me someone good here.
Put the Eagles there.
I'm gonna gamble. I have to gamble. Wait till we start doing shit like sports movies. I'm gonna fucking lose my mind.
I've been thinking. There's so many things.
That was not my idea.
It's unlimited. It's unlimited what you could do here. So it's like so many things that would be anxiety ridden. Next up, I got 4 and 5 left.
Here we go again. I'm putting them at 5. That means I got my number 1 left.
I put the Panthers at 5, so I got 4. My number 4 is left.
Dude, the Bills, Chiefs, and Bengals are still there. Give me one. Anyone.
This is Steve and I's 4 and Tim's 1.
Give me any one of those. I'll even take the Chargers.
Let's go Colts.
And I'll take the Jets.
Kind of like looking for the Cardinals or Colts or.
There's actually a few teams I would
Patriots.
not mind.
I don't know.
A few teams I wouldn't mind, but there's too many I would mind.
The Cardinals.
Fucking
there
Cardinals.
There it is.
I got to start picking my 1 earlier.
What a prediction, Steve. Wow.
I'll take it. I'll take the W.
Nice.
I got to start picking my 1 sooner.
So embarrassing, that first one with the Bucks at number 1. And you had them at 2, right? It's also embarrassing. But I'm really happy with my second list. Eagles, 49ers, Browns, Cardinals, Panthers. That's money.
Yeah, I feel that's pretty.
Can't do it any better than that.
I think I got screwed at both number 1s. Other than that, I'm happy with my 2 to 5s.
Wait, the Cardinals was your 1.
I got screwed twice at number 1.
Oh,
just to summarize, Steve and I have Eagles, Niners, Browns, Cardinals, Panthers, and then Tim has Cardinals, Eagles, Niners, Browns, Panthers.
So, again,
so you gambled. You went the high stakes.
Next game, for one of them, no matter what it is going to be my number 1 first. No matter what.
Oh, that's it. That's the strategy going in. Number 1.
I'm taking a huge gamble next week on whatever it is.
So my suggestion for next week was going to be head coaches.
Ooh, yes. And I know who I want. I want Shanahan to come up when you have your number 1 left.
I will put him at 4 or 5 no matter what.
You get -7.
He's 6.
All right. This is always fun. So there's not a topic out there that we won't have a blast with this on. Anything else that you guys can think of that we did not cover? These next couple of weeks are going to be like this. But as we get past, after next week, we can start doing some previews, and we'll do some. Obviously, we do our projections every year.
There's 2 shows on. I know you guys didn't get to finish watching Hard Knocks, right?
Yes.
First,
I didn't even start it.
First episode, as we predicted, it's all about Aaron, which I was upset by because my favorite part of Hard Knocks is that rookie trying to make it, that last linebacker spot, and they literally only had 2 minutes of that. Everything else was fucking Aaron Rodgers and Liev Schreiber. By the way, Liev Schreiber narrating that show, I had no idea it was him. His voice sounds nothing like his actual voice, but Liev Schreiber was on the show. Why?
Actually on? Okay.
Because Aaron Rodgers demanded it.
No.
He goes, I'm happy to do Hard Knocks with him. Hopefully I'll get to meet the voice of God, Liev Schreiber. And they flew him in on a helicopter to the Jets practice.
I thought he did it last year. Did he not?
He does it every year, supposedly, but I just never.
Okay.
I never knew it was him. Because it doesn't sound like him. Really doesn't.
Oh, I knew it was him, but I can't remember why. I saw it somewhere where they talked about it.
He stumbled upon it.
I've probably seen his name on the screen 1,000 times, narrated by Liev Schreiber. I never put 2 and 2 together. But then you hear him in real life, you're like, that's not him. There's no way that's him.
Did you ever watch the show American Gods on Showtime?
Mm-mm.
He has a brother that's an actor too, and it's someone who you would definitely not think is his brother. Weird. They don't really look alike at all.
Well, the other one I was talking about was Johnny Manziel's Netflix documentary, which, that boys. I mean, on one hand, I'm like, fucking good for you. On the other hand, I'm like, you are a dumb son of a bitch. Dumb. But the dude had $100,000 at 19 years old stashed under his mattress in college, I'd go fucking nuts too. So I don't blame him for that part.
Yeah.
But it's an interesting documentary. He has not changed. He's like the same guy. He just like, I want to party. I don't want to work. I don't want to do this. I want to do that. So, but I highly recommend it to watch that too.
Don't we all?
It's a good watch.
It's on my to-do list.
Yeah, it's a decent watch. So actually, I got like 10 minutes left. I have to finish watching.
So. All right, yeah, those are the two. Try to get caught up on them before next week. We can chat about them. And anything on your page there?
Yeah. So I just wanted to bring up the Erik Karlsson trade in hockey. I know I'm technically supposed to be the hockey guy, and I've been doing a terrible job of keeping us up to date with hockey stuff this offseason.
Boom.
There was a rather large trade
backgrounds there. Boom.
A rather large trade that took place a couple days ago. Erik Karlsson, former Norris Trophy winner, Erik Karlsson, who scored 100 and something points last year for the last place San Jose Sharks, was traded to the Pittsburgh Penguins in a 3-team trade that involved the Montreal Canadiens, San Jose Sharks, and of course the Pittsburgh Penguins. I'm not going to go into all the details of the trade, just understand the gist of it. The Penguins traded a bunch of players who weren't great, who made too much money. They brought in Erik Karlsson, who can score a lot of points offensively and is literally, analytically, the worst defensive defenseman in all of hockey. I'm not even exaggerating. The worst. From an analytic standpoint, he could not rank lower. Like, the worst.
Nice.
He was on ice
worst of the worst.
for more goals allowed last year than any other player in all of hockey. I can't make this up. I'm not exaggerating. Like, this is literally the worst. But offensively, he is very good. But essentially, he's a fourth forward. He's not really a defenseman. But they picked him up. He's 32, 33. He's 33 years old. He has 4 years remaining on his deal. After the Sharks retain some money, he will make $10 million against the Penguins cap, with the remaining $1.5 million counting on San Jose's books for those 4 years. Sharks got a first-round pick out of the deal, and the Canadiens, for helping facilitate some of the finances of the deal, got a second-round pick for their troubles. So
very little bone over there.
I don't think that trade does absolutely anything to change the landscape in the NHL.
Blockbuster trade that does not have the blockbuster effect.
I mean, he's like I said, he's offensively, he's amazing. Like, might be one of the best offensive defensemen in hockey, but he's literally the worst defensive defenseman in hockey. So it kind of balances out.
Like a Carmelo Anthony thing that got going on there.
Way worse. Way worse. Way worse.
Yeah, that was a little rough back then. All right.
Hang on.
Out of here. What do we have?
Just to put this in
perspective. Go ahead. I'm going to look something up.
He scored over 100 points, but had a negative point differential when he was on the ice. 100 times, over 100 times, the Sharks scored a goal, and he was on the ice, and that he was a part of. That actually doesn't even count the ones that they scored when he was on the ice and didn't get a goal or an assist on.
Right.
And he still had a negative point differential. Not only did he have a negative one, I think it was like egregiously negative. I'm going to have to look. I think it was like negative 27 or something.
How?
It was like absurdly negative. Yeah.
It's like, he's on the ice.
Like that much?
Score.
It was really bad. He wasn't good. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, everyone's so excited about it. I'm like,
did they only throw him out there? Only like 5-on-3s? Let's throw that guy out there.
He was cherry picking on the other side.
Yeah.
Okay, here you go. He played in all 82 games. He scored 25 goals and had 76 assists. So he was a part of 101 points. That doesn't count the points he was on the ice for, but just didn't get a stat for, and was negative 26 while on the ice. His plus minus on the ice was negative 26.
That blows your mind away.
He is the worst defensive defenseman in hockey. Literally the worst. Like,
well
I'm not saying he's bad. Let me pull a Ron Swanson.
He's bad at the main job he's supposed to be good at.
Let me pull a Ron Swanson here. What I think you heard was he's not a good defenseman. What I said was he's the worst defenseman.
Excellent. All right. So, okay. I wonder what McAfee has to say. He's a big Penguins fan. As far as contests are concerned for the site popculturepros.com, I just got one for contest for Fast X digital codes, all about family, baby. You can bring it home to watch it with your family. So that's not up yet, but it will be up soon. And then this is the time where it starts slowing down a little bit. And the only contest out there that we have right now is what's the name of that movie with the dogs? Strays.
Oh, Strays.
So that's the only one. And I think it's just a few cities. Yes. Nice.
Did you see it, Tim?
With my dog. That's my dog.
Did you see it?
No, Rufus. I didn't see it yet. It's not out yet.
Well,
it's not out yet.
Well, you got the hookup over there. I was thinking maybe.
Oh no, I don't.
Not yet. But the thing with Strays is that it was delayed for 2.5 months or so. So a lot of people saw it 3 months ago.
Yeah, the preview. You said.
When the previews were happening before the delay. So
well, the fact that I have a Boston Terrier makes it more fun. Me and my kid are looking forward to it. So we're gonna keep going. Oh look, there's Rufus. Oh, where's Rufus?
I've seen. I know Don said it, but I've seen others say potentially comedy of the year. But we'll see.
Up against the 3 other comedies that came out this year.
Comedy is almost like a lost art in film now.
I took that picture today. I may or may not have snuck out of work today and saw a theater camp.
How was that?
It actually was pretty funny.
Okay.
It was.
I think we gave away tickets somewhere for that. Couple cities.
I don't mean this in a derogatory term, but it's kind of gay. Like it's like Ruben will love this fucking movie. Let's just put it that way. A lot of gay people in it. He's gonna love this movie.
He's gonna love it. What was there was one other thing that I wanted to say. Oh, that's why I think besides the length of the movies, Barbie is over $1 billion. I mean, Oppenheimer obviously is Oppenheimer, but not everybody wants to sit through a 3-hour Oppenheimer top movie. A lot of people want to laugh and because everything is so damn serious these days. So I want to go and laugh. So hopefully Strays is good.
Oppenheimer was great, like I said, but when they test that bomb and the bomb gets sent off to Japan, I'm like, all right, cool, let's go. Nope, another hour. I was like, son of a bitch.
Let me get comfortable.
I was like, what? I was like, what do you mean?
All right, so that about does it for us this week. Shorter episode than normal, but soon we also have to move to Wednesdays. Thursday night games will be starting.
Oh yeah.
So we'll
unless we're going to record really late or really early.
Or right up to the pregame.
We've done that before. That's not a problem. But Dave can never go on early.
We could be the pregame.
Exactly. We've been the pregame.
Right. We have done that. We will be our pregame.
We're like, game start in 3 minutes. Gotta go. Bye.
My schedule is going to be opening up a little bit better. For instance, it's 10 o'clock. I have to get up for work in 6 hours. That will be no more after Wednesday. So
I appreciate that on your behalf.
Next Friday.
4 in the morning.
Next Friday will be no more.
And no more ice cream for the kids because it's not the first day of school anymore. You are banned from ice cream, children.
First week of school. That's double cone.
Oh.
You know what's crazy is that after we had dinner last night, they asked for dessert and they got ice cream at home last night. So I was like, what the fuck?
It's the pre ice cream, post ice cream for the first day.
I wanted ice cream.
Pre-day one, post-day one.
Because of all the ice cream talk, I opened the freezer. My son ate it all. I was like, you son of a bitch. So I have no ice cream.
That's the worst. That's the worst thing when you're in the mood for something and it's just not there.
And then
all right. That's what the audience is going to feel after we're off the air. you're in the mood for something, but we're just not there. But you can watch us on delay and watch the greatness that is Unsportsmanlike Conduct. Episode 70 comes your way next week. Peace out, everybody.